Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the bunker. And recently I've been going back and watching some of my old road trips, and that's kind of how I make videos for this channel, is road trips. I will take a week on the road, or a week and a half, or sometimes even 2 weeks on the road, and just film as many places, as much content as I can muster up all together. But I think sometimes it's interesting to go back and look at the road trip as a whole, the adventure from beginning to end. And so I've been going back and taking some of my old road trips and condensing them into a single video where you can kind of enjoy the road trip for what it is, a trip along the open road of America. And one of my favorite road trips is the road trip through South Dakota. South Dakota is one of my favorite states. I think it's got a lot to offer as far as roadside attractions and just that great American feel to it. So here is my road trip through South Dakota. I landed in Sioux City, Iowa at the SUX airport, one of my favorite airports in the country, and traveled all the way across South Dakota to go see Mount Rushmore. So hope you guys enjoy. That is wrestling legend Arn Anderson. I'd go introduce myself, but he may not want to be bothered in an airport at 6 o'clock in the morning. Look at that teeny tiny nuclear power plant down there. Wow, this is a small airport. That's the whole thing, I think. I really think that the Sioux City airport needs to fire their marketing department. Alright, there we have it. My vehicle for the week, a Ford Fiesta. Alright, so this is South Dakota. My first impression is that it is indistinguishable from Iowa. Uh-oh, South Dakota traffic jam. Believe it or not, an animatronic cowboy village.
Coverings were made at home by the father with tools brought with him from the eastern part of the country.
Just a very talented gorilla. Drinking and having a good old time, and in the end, the bad guy, Red Cassidy, he turns into a big party pooper and he shoots out the lights.
Looks like Robo Lincoln is out of order.
World's largest 6-gun.
Howdy, I'm John Parrish, better known as Potato Creek Johnny in these parts. The bulk of the rifle and any firearm is to impart death to a bullet.
At the wonderful Thunderbird Lodge is a rideable jackalope. Now this one, I guess his name is Thunder Bunny, rehorned in 2016 after losing his horns in 2009. So from 2009 to 2016 he was just a big weird rabbit, but now he's back to being a jackalope. Other than that, I'm outside of the Corn Palace. That mural there, if you look closely, you can see that it is made of corn. Now, we will see what awaits us inside the bowels of the Corn Palace. It's a basketball court. They have a basketball court inside. there's something very interesting across from the Corn Palace. This is Vactorati? Vactorati? And they have a walk through ancient Bible world. Incense, a little boy right there. Oh, we got name tags so we know who they are. That's Zipporah, the Midianite, Moses' wife. I had asked yesterday if anyone could tell me what should I eat in South Dakota. What is the quintessential South Dakota meal? And several people mentioned Al's Oasis. Alright, so here it is, the quintessential South Dakota meal. This is chislic, a fried pieces of steak, and then a buffalo burger to go with it. Alright, let's try some chislic. That is super tasty. Buffalo burger's decent. It's got a little bit of a unique flavor, but for those of you who haven't had buffalo, it doesn't have as much fat as beef, so it has almost a drier consistency to it, but it's still good. Murdo, South Dakota, and I'm at what is known as the 1880s town. Always up for a wildlife museum, but never before have I seen the amazing fur-bearing walleye. A deeralope? It's half deer, half antelope. I guess it's got an antler on one side and a horn on the other. That's ridiculous. And of course, here in South Dakota, the jackalope is king. Here we are. Look at all this amazing jackalope merch. Every kind of jackalope you could imagine. Rosebud.
Moving a little closer, folks. Plenty of room for everyone to see what will soon be the worldwide replacement for the medicine cabinet. That's right. It's called Wall Drug Snake Oil Cologne.
It's awfully quiet. Oh, he's getting ready to eat. What's he gonna do?
You could hit the broad side of a barn.
Oh, you see that? Oh my gosh, the zombie. There is no denying that this here is one creepy rabbit. Oh my god. Alright, so we're gonna try some of the legendary free ice water here at Waldron. Put some ice in here. It's a lot of ice. That's some cold water. drive through this area. There's going to be wild animals, bears, frightening animals. I have to stay in the armor of my car to protect myself from being killed. Don't scratch my rental car. Okay, I gotta back up. Hey, Mr. Bear, I'm just passing through. Holy mother of crap. Those are all bears. What? Oh my gosh. Just driving through a bear farm. Drinking out of a mud puddle. I am surrounded by bears. This is like some people's nightmare. All these bears. Look at this. Hey, bear. Look, he like doesn't even care. He doesn't even care that I'm in a car. You mean old bear? No. Please, don't. Just heard a bear noise. Okay, all good. No dents. Just leave a little bit of muck on the car, but. But that is the silliest T-Rex I've ever seen. What, he's got these massive bulbous hips. He's got this really goofy, toothless grin. See, at most dinosaur parks, the square down between the Triceratops and the T-Rex would be a battle to the death, but these guys just look like they're telling jokes to each other. That's a good one. I really don't know how to get down. Cosmos Mystery Area.
You'll see the tennis ball is gonna roll right back up the hill. I'm just gonna pour some water down at the bottom of the hill. Water is obviously a non-magnetic substance, and you'll see that it will run up the hill just like the tennis ball did. I do feel like I'm standing straight up and down, however I can feel that gravity pulling me back towards this corner of the room.
National Presidential Wax Museum. George W. Bush from the election where he was originally elected. That was the 2000 election. And they actually have a very, very angry looking gore here. Here is Obama. Here's a little presidential party going on. I'm drinking some punch. And uh-oh, looks like John C. Calhoun is spiking the punch. And all presidents get a nice display, a nice tableau, unless you die in 30 days. Then you just get put in a box. Sorry, buddy. Sorry you died in 30 days. There's smiley old Ronald Reagan. Oh, he's in Moscow. I guess he's meeting here with his good old buddy, Gorbachev. Here we have JFK up here. He's got a coconut on his desk. I'm not sure what that's all about. But he's sitting here trying to do president work. But that little rascal, JFK Jr., is trouncing around under the desk with a pencil and a piece of spearmint gum. There's Nixon, I guess he's talking to the astronauts who are in their quarantine box back before we knew that there was no such thing as space germs. Alright, let's go check out this Rushmore thing. I'm really not liking the looks of this fog. Now the clouds are moving around, so like every once in a while I'll see a president peek its little head out. Come on. I've gotten a little closer and can actually make them out through the fog a little bit. So let's take a look. Oh my, looks like George Washington is crying. It's supposed to be a really clear day tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna make the trek back here. My parking pass, it's good for tomorrow. Good on you. Wait a minute, did this become completely clear? There, never mind. It's completely clear. Look at that.
Finally.
Now nothing adds more to the majestic beauty and patriotism on display here than the guy down there cutting through concrete with a buzzsaw. Okay, we are back and we have better weather. We're no longer encased in a cloud of fog, so we can get a proper look at this statue. Mount Rushmore without all the annoying fog. And luckily we still have the dude down there sawing concrete. Check this out, there's like a weird secondary view here at this pull-off. The Crazy Horse Monument. That is massive. You can actually look at those full-size cranes right there and just compare it to that face. That is unbelievably huge. You can see it's not finished, clearly. You can see the outlines of the horse carved in there right there. That's going to be chiseled out. So yeah, monument in progress. Believe it or not, I think it was the 1940s that they started on this monument, and it is still, as you can see, got a long, long way to go. Oh, there's people up there. See how big it is. See how tiny those little peoples are. And this model here kind of gives you a feel of what it will look like. Pretty awesome. Too bad I'm going to be dead. Thank you for joining me here today as we take a look at the grand road trip through the wonderful state of South Dakota. If you'd like to see other places I've been, there's an interactive map in the description of this video. It'll show you all the different places I've been, and you can tell me where I need to go next. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider donating to Patreon. A $3 or more donation will get you a postcard once a month. Also now have an Etsy shop where we sell smashed pennies as well as new enamel pins. Check that out if you're interested. But until next time, this one's in the bag.